Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everybody. This is Tanya, and today's video is my February book wrap up for all the books that I read for the month of February. So let's talk about books. All right, so I don't have all the books with me because some of them I did listen to. On Audible.com. So my first book for February was Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. That is the second book in the Diviners book series. That book I would give a 4. I love books about people with like magical abilities, and there's like a supernatural element. This book talks about this book is about like a sleeping sickness that plagues a certain part of New York. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So I have the third book. I'll probably start that sometime soon. But anyway, I gave Lair of Dreams 4 stars by Libba Bray. That's my opinion. My second book of the month was The Power by Naomi Alderman. I saw a lot of mixed reviews on this book, and I loved this book. I really enjoyed this book. Basically, this book, it takes a look at what if women were no longer considered the weaker, physically the weaker sex. Because obviously we're not weaker, but physically weaker. So basically, some women have evolved to where they have electricity that comes out their hand, and they can hurt you, they can kill you. And basically this book is even though it's fiction, but it's like a social experiment of what would happen if men were now the weaker sex. So basically women can kill you with electricity that jolts from the wrist and out of the fingertips. So it affects religion, it affects politics. Over in the Middle East and countries where women are not treated so well, it causes like a whole uproar. I enjoyed this book. I thought it was funny to not watch, because when I'm reading a book, I picture it in my head, but like, I thought it was funny that some of the women were kind of like flexing their muscle. Like, you had women that were assaulting men. You had women that were on the other end of domestic violence. So that was interesting, but I liked it. The Power, I gave that one, I guess a 4.5. I enjoyed The Power by Naomi Alderman. I thought it was very interesting. So check it out. The next book I listened to on audiobook or audible.com was Stranger Child by Rachel Abbott. That one I gave 5 stars because it was way better than I thought it would be. Basically, this girl, a young girl at 6 years old, she goes missing. 6 years later, she comes back into her father's life with his new wife and his new child, with his like new family, so to speak. And I don't want to give too much away, but it is not what I thought it would be. It was way better than I thought it would be. So it was very good. 5 stars. Stranger Child by Rachel Abbott. So, and of course my book after that, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. This I gave a 5. I don't give away 5s easily. I loved this book. You got a love triangle, a whole bunch of drama, sleeping disorders, and astral projection. I mean, what more can you ask for? Come on. This shit was good. After Behind Her Eyes, I read The Arrangement by Robin Harding. This book was good, even though the main character got on my nerves. Basically, it's a young girl in New York who's a college student, and she is broke as hell. She is so broke, it fucking hurts. That's how broke she is. So a friend of hers is like, why don't you sign up to be a sugar baby? So anyway, it gets complicated because the book was well written. I enjoyed the book. What I did not enjoy, what got on my nerves was her inner dialogue. Even though she was a college student, she had the inner dialogue of a fucking 8-year-old. But other than that, it was a good book. Her naivete got on my nerves. How can you be a college student, grown ass woman, and you just her. It's like this: a dude pays you to hang out with him and keep him company. It's not a real relationship. So stop acting like it's a real relationship. It's not a real relationship. Dumb, dumb. But other than that, it really was a good book. So obviously, it turns on from a sponsorship type relationship to like obsession, and then somebody really gets hurt. And that's all I'm gonna say. But it was a good ass book. I think I gave it a 4 stars on Goodreads. But other than the fact that the main character was so fucking annoying, it was actually it was a good book. And then my last book, When the Moon Was Ours by Anna Marie McLemore. This book, I would say, it's about magic. It's about love. It's about acceptance. It wasn't like everything I thought it would be, but it wasn't a bad story. I saw a lot of people put this as like their top book of the year and this and that, and I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? But it was decent. I gave it like a 3. I wanted to be like, oh my god, this, but it was alright. It was cool. So I gave it a 3. Whatever. So right now, I'm currently reading The Energy Bus by John Gordon. I'm still not done with it, so I'll probably do a review for next month. And then my first novel for March will be The Bad Mother by Amanda Brooke. So this is my next one. I cannot wait to start this. You already know. Can you trust the one who loves you the most? Watch it end up being the fucking husband. Watch. I put money on that shit. But anyway, I wish you good reading. Thank you for watching.